Left-wing hypocrisy is on display daily, right? Well, this week, America's liberal elites took that hypocrisy to a whole new level. The University of Chicago held a conference called the Disinformation and the Erosion of Democracy Summit. Ironic, really, because speaker after speaker managed to spread nothing but disinformation and erode democracy. It's no surprise seeing the speaker lineup was a who's who of left-wing radicals. There was Obama disinformationist David Axelrod. He was there. The Atlantic's Trump-hating Jonah Goldberg, Democrat Senator Amy Klobuchar. In fact, I couldn't find one Republican on the list except for the one Republican in name only, Adam Kinzinger, a rhino who despises reality and the truth. Even the chief left-wing purveyor of falsities, Barack Obama, managed to show up to spread the nonsense that conservative truth is somehow false.
It's something I grappled with a lot during my presidency. I saw it sort of unfold. And that is the degree to which information, disinformation, misinformation was being weaponized.
Was being weaponized. Give me a break. The only ones weaponizing dis and misinformation are the Democrats and their media henchmen. And they often do it through omission and cover-ups. I call it lies by omission. Look at Hunter Biden and his laptop. A few of the students in the crowd turn their attention to the coverage of Hunter's misdeeds, or lack of it. Watching these kids in action, it becomes clear. The University of Chicago is not a liberal haven like Harvard, and it's not a safe space for liberals.
CNN is right up there with them. They pushed the Russian collusion hoax. They pushed the Jussie Smollett hoax. They smeared Justice Kavanaugh as a rapist, and they also smeared Nick Salmon as a white supremacist. And yes, they dismissed the Hunter Biden laptop affair as pure Russian disinformation.
Do you think the media acted inappropriately when they instantly dismissed Hunter Biden's laptop as Russian disinformation?
Is it time to finally declare that the canon of journalistic ethics is dead or no longer operative? All the mistakes of the mainstream media, and CNN in particular, seem to magically all go in one direction.
I love those two boys. They must be watching Stinchfield. Fabulous questions from freshmen. And those very simple, common sense assessments expose the panelists for who they really are. Deceitful left-wing lobbyists like, of course, CNN's Brian Stelter.
I think you're describing a different channel than the one that I watch. But I understand that that is a popular right-wing narrative about CNN.
A popular right-wing narrative. Really? The laptop is real, by the way. Both the New York Times and the Washington Post confirmed it. So has CBS News, albeit long after conservative outlets did. But if CNN wants to claim that it's a right-wing narrative, that CNN pushed the laptop story as Russian disinformation, why don't we just take a trip down memory lane, shall we?
For all we know, these emails are made up.
Russian disinformation.
Russian disinformation.
Russia's latest and very massive disinformation campaign.
This bigger Russian disinformation effort.
Russian government disinformation campaign.
Well, that's all from CNN. See, I could have played it from every mainstream media outlet. You could find the same outrageous and very bold lies on every other media outlet too. And now that it is becoming more and more accepted that all the evidence of Biden family influence peddling to the tune of millions of dollars is real, now they're forced to switch gears, the media is. At this so-called disinformation conference, they spread the new form of disinformation that, well, this all just doesn't matter. Watch.
My problem with Hunter Biden's laptop is I think totally irrelevant. I mean, it's not whether it's disinformation or, I mean, I don't think the Hunter Biden's business relationships have anything to do with who should be president of the United States.
You gotta be kidding me. Of course it does. And even most Democrat voters would agree that it does, albeit reluctantly. Even CBS News this week, shockingly, released what I would label a bombshell of a report because it came from CBS mainly, calling it into question the vast number of concerning business transactions related to the Bidens and the Chinese Communist Party.
Hunter and James Biden were promised retainers for their China work totaling $165,000 a month in 2017 after Joe Biden left the vice presidency.
Would have been nice to see this stuff before the election. CBS also revealed U.S. banks flagged more than 150 James or Hunter Biden global business transactions as, quote, concerning. Yet the Atlantic's Ann Applebaum thinks the possibility of the son and brother of an American president trading on Joe Biden's name with the Communist Party and their members, Russian and Ukrainian oligarchs, well, she and Brian Stelter all say this isn't an issue, I guess. Shows you how willing the media is to cover for what can only be described now as the Biden crime family.
I think it's important when we talk about shared reality and democracy, all these networks, all these news outlets have to defend democracy. And when they screw up, admit it.
Well, you screwed up, Brian Stelter, on multiple occasions, more than I can count. And guess what? I still haven't heard an apology from you. Not one outlet has apologized, not one apology, not one retraction. And they have the gall to host a conference on disinformation.